Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to discuss about displacement, light displacement, dead weight, how to find maximum cargo, and how to find displacement. Uh, Please bear with me and let's start, guys. Okay, so displacement. Describing displacement two ways. First, by displaced water. The displacement of floating ship is equal to that amount of water which the submerged portion of the ship displaces. By Archimedes' principle, the weight of the water displaced is equal to the weight of the vessel, weight of the ship. The weight of water is the volume water displaced times the density of water. The quantity of water displaced expressed in cubic meter is equal to the volume of the submerged portion of a floating ship. The ship's displacement can be found by, so this is the formula, guys. Displacement is the volume of water displaced times density. Okay, this is a second. Second, by the way of accounting the weights, displacement is the weight of the ship and denotes the weight of the hull and machineries and everything on board. The total weight of the ship or displacement is the sum of non-removable weight, which is representing the weight of hull. This is the non-movable weight, okay? This is fixed, representing the weight of the hull and machinery, which is equal to the light displacement of the ship, or oftentimes called light ship. So this can be called the light ship, which is non-removable, okay? And the removable weights, such as fuel oils, diesel oils, lube oils, freshwater, ballast, constant cargoes, and the other weights on board, these are called the dead weight. Okay? In figure 2.1, this is the hull. This is the light displacement. This is what you call the non-movable. And you have the weights of the cargo. When you have weights, you put cargo and holds, let's say 1 to 7. And the weights of non-cargo, which such as fuel, diesel oil, lube oil, freshwater, and ballast. Okay? So, light displacement is the hull and machinery. And the dead weight, you add the weight of the cargo plus your non-cargo weight. That will be your dead weight. Okay? And displacement, underwater volume of the ship times density. Okay? This displacement by first and the second descriptions must be equal. Okay? Then we go to the next. You just read this one, guys. After you have finished this video, I will post this in the end of the video or the presentation. Meaning of displacement when used formally. Load displacement is the mass of a ship floating even keel at the summer load line in salt water. Light displacement is the mass of the ship when floating with no cargo, fuels, and other weights not forming part of the hull or machinery or fixed equipment. In some loading manuals, light displacement is referred as a light ship or lightweight. So light displacement, guys, can also be called light ship or lightweight. The volume of displacement is the water volume of the ship. Okay? I'll just read this one, guys. Just read this one. And light displacement is the mass of the ship when floating with no cargo, meaning light ship, guys, with no cargo, fuels, and other weights not forming part of the hull or machinery or fixed equipment. or taken by the shipbuilders of the final stage of ship construction. The shipbuilder supplies this information in the ship's loading manual. So you can see this in the loading manual. This includes the position of center of gravity, LCG and kg in light ship condition and the ship's constant. Okay. The figures are from result of including tests usually conducted by shipbuilders. These values serve as the initial condition from which displacement at the present position of G. Example, final LCG and kg for any loading condition may be calculated. The note, the light displacement serves as the initial condition of the ship in floating in finding the final displacement. All weights on board when added to the light ship must be equal to the ship's final displacement. Okay. Okay, guys. I'll just read this one. The submerged or underwater volume of the ship is called volume of displacement and can be calculated for a series of vertical distance from keel. For ship shape, the underwater volume can be found by Simpson's rule. After finding the volume, this is multiplied by density to find the ship's displacement for this drop. In the preparation of hydrostatic table, density issues is 1.025. So all figures, guys, that you will see in the hydrostatic table is they use this high density of 1.025 tons per cubic meter. The displacement of the ship as calculated by naval architects, it is then tabulated against the drop. In practice, the water level is read as drop, and the displacement determined from the table's displacement is commonly represented by this symbol. This is parang a triangle. The underwater volume can be also compared to the volume of rectangular block having the same length, breadth, and drop of the ship. The ratio of underwater volume of the ship to the volume of block is determined by block coefficient. CB is block coefficient. So block coefficient, underwater volume over length by breadth times drop. When the coefficient block is known, the underwater volume of the ship can be found using underwater volume times length times breadth times drop times block coefficient. The purpose of block coefficient is a measure of ship's underwater fineness and often used in application of regulations such as those government and freeboard or strength. Okay, guys. So let's go to the next. You just read this one, guys. This will be posted in a later portion of this video. Okay, so let's go to the next. Let's go to dead weight. Okay. Okay, guys, it goes to the dead weight. Okay, dead weight. Dead weight abbreviation is DWT. Is the difference between light displacement in light ship, and load displacement. The dead weight is also defined as the total amount of weight that can be loaded to bring the ship down to her load displacement. By accounting, this must equal to the amount of cargo, fuel stores, ballast, etc., which then added to her light displacement will bring to the ship to her summer mark. The word dead weight in everyday usage must also mean as the sum of all weights presently on board. So dead weight, guys, is the sum of all weights presently on board. So dead weight, the formula how to find dead weight is displacement minus light ship. So total displacement, total weight on board minus your light weight will be your dead weight. The dead weight besides the cargo includes items called weights on board, deductibles, non-cargo weight. These are bunkers, stores, non-cargo weight meaning bunker stores, ballast, and other items carried not for part of the cargo, and the method of listing these items vary from the ship to ship. What is important is to ensure that all weights are listed and taken into account when calculating the ship's deadweight. Okay? Deadweight. Deadweight equals cargo weight plus non-cargo weights. That will be your deadweight. While on the upper part is deadweight equals displacement minus your light weight. So you will have there's a deadweight. So there's a two formula here, guys. And the other one is cargo weight plus non-cargo weight is your deadweight. And to get the cargo weight is deadweight minus non-cargo weights. Okay? Meaning this will be your amount of cargo to load. So deadweight minus non-cargo weights. Now, non-cargo weights such as categorized. This all are all non-cargo weights. Fuel oils, diesel oils, lube oils, ballast, freshwater stores constant, or any other weights not forming part of the vessel of the cargo. Okay? And the non-cargo weights, in planning the loading, an estimated quantity of fuel oil, diesel oil, lube oil, or fresh water, ballast stores, and constant is needed. Such quantities must be known at departure of loading port or arrival at discharging port. The quantities can be taken by sounding the tanks or compartments. These quantities remain on board in the future are taken by applying the estimated consumptions. What is the connection? The relationship between displacement, deadweights, and non-cargo weights and cargo can be summarized as. Okay, guys? Take note of this composition. So, or let's say formulas or whatever. Displacement. Displacement is, for example, you have a draft. Okay, I'll give you an example of displacement. For example, your drop is 14 meters. Your displacement would be, this will be your displacement, okay? This will be your drop. So this is the displacement. So if you have a drop of 14 meters, the drop of 14 meters is 83,402. So this is the displacement, and this will be your drop. So that is what it meant by displacement. Then you have your light ship. This is given in your loading manual. So remember, guys, light ship, this is this one. Light ship. This will be your light ship or light displacement, which is machinery's hull. That will be the light ship, guys, okay? The displacement, you deduct the light ship, then you will have the deadweight. And the deadweight, you deduct the non-cargo weight, which is the fuel, which is this one. Then you will have your total cargo loaded or total cargo to load or cargo weight, okay? Then if you have in reverse, this is the reverse, you have the cargo weight plus your non-cargo weight, then you will have your deadweight plus your light ship, you will get a displacement. So it is the reverse. You see the cargo weight here, you add the non-cargo weight here, you deduct, so you add the non-cargo weight, and you add the light ship, this one is deduct, then you have a displacement, then displacement, okay? The described relationship is used in calculating the amount of cargo the ship is able to carry. Meaning, if you follow this procedure, then you will get the maximum cargo to load of your vessel, okay? And the last one, the exercises. So the vessel MV Panamax is to load to her maximum, her summer load line. What is her summer? The non-cargo weights on boards are listed below. So this is the non-cargo weights. The fuel is 1,290. Diesel is 95 metric tons. Freshwater is 268 and ballast is 0. Constant is 230. You add all together and your weights, non-cargo weight will be 1,883. So what is the summer load line of MV Panamax? So we go to MV Panamax. We go to the capacity table. Summer load line. Okay, we go down, scroll down. And the summer drop of MV Panamax is 13.295 and this displacement is 78849. So take note of this displacement. So this is the summer load line, summer drop of Panamax, Max Panamax. Summer drop is 13.295. This is summer displacement 78849. Take note of this displacement, guys. Okay, 78849. See, the displacement is 78849. This is the summer drop or summer displacement. Plus your light ship. Light ship is, you can see this one in your loading manual or in your capacity table. So like for example, light ship here is 9614, okay, 9614, and the light ship is 9614, okay. You deduct this one minus, so displacement minus light ship is your dead weight, 69235, okay, this one, guys. So your displacement minus your light ship, this will be your displacement, okay. Then your minus this non-cargo weight. Then you put your cargo weight of 1,883. You deduct this one from this dead weight, then you have maximum cargo to load of 67,352. So this will be your loadable cargo of 67352. Okay, this is just a simple formula how to get this maximum cargo to load. Okay, the maximum amount of cargo in this case depends upon the limiting drop. Okay, meaning limiting drop, you have, let's say your summer drop or your limit drop is 12 meters or 13 meters or 11 meters, which is the load line. The condition in the course of the voyage must be studied to know the limiting drop. The amount of cargo cannot be determined until the limiting drop is known. Okay, so it is important, guys, that you must know your limiting drop, because from the limiting drop you will get your displacement. So like this, for your summer load line, his displacement is 78,489. So that is what he means. If your limiting drop is summer load line and his displacement is 78,849, this will be your limiting drop or limiting displacement. Okay. Example number 2, finding displacement. The ship's life displacement, meaning light ship. For example, his light ship is 8951 metric tons. She has a fuel and low oil remains on board as follows. IFO 1313, diesel oil is 132, your low oil is 23, and freshwater is 205, and ballast is 96675. Okay, and her constant is 240. So you add this all together, this will be your dead weight, present dead weight. Okay, so light shift, you add your present dead weight, this will be your present displacement. Okay, so look at the formula. So light shift plus your non-cargo weight or dead weight. So this is, check again guys, light shift plus your present dead weight. Okay, so your light shift plus your dead weight, that will be your displacement. Okay, so here he has already his dead weight. This is present dead weight. Okay, and plus your light shift, that will be your present displacement, which is this one guys. I'm sorry, which is this one. So dead weight plus your light shift, then will be your displacement, which is this one. Light shift plus your present dead weight will be your displacement. Okay, so that's it guys. I hope you like this video presentation. Please, if you like this video, please click the like button, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell, just in case you want to know, you want a copy of this program that I shown in this my video presentation. Please write in the comment below and I will give you my program or formulas which you would like to have a copy of yours. So that's it guys. Have a good day and God bless.